are listening to the Audacity with Warren and Jamie.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of neck cracking, I got a massage recently, bro.
What?
What? A massage?
Where?
At this massage place.
Mm-hmm. I hope y'all was careful.
Okay. What
Okay.
you mean, y'all?
I've been hearing about these athletes.
Okay.
You be hanging out with athletes, and they've been doing something inappropriate with these massages.
Probably just a black man enjoying the time.
Oh,
yeah.
I bet he did have a good time.
Okay.
Did you find your masseuse on Instagram?
No. I saw him on the side of the road in
What?
traffic.
Okay.
I was in traffic and I was like, oh shit.
You need to go get a COVID test.
What you mean? It's fine. But yeah, massage is great, man.
Well, that's what's up.
Thanks for asking.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay, cool. How are you?
I'm blessed.
Fantastic.
Amen.
Fantastic. I'm great too. Thanks everybody for asking. And you guys are on the Audacity podcast.
Welcome.
Hello everybody.
How are you?
Them or me?
You and them.
Awesome. I think they're doing great. We're here. We have a guest today.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Again. What's your name for the record?
I'm David Campbell.
David
everyone.
Campbell.
That's me.
Fantastic.
Spelled like the soup.
First, before we get into David Campbell and
Yes.
everything, this is one of the most important segments of the
Yes.
whole podcast.
Yes. That's how we kick it off.
For sure.
Love and gratitude.
Love and gratitude, ladies and gentlemen.
This portion is dedicated to the listeners, the viewers,
Yeah.
the supporters. Thank you so much for everyone that's here. Thank you so much for everyone who's ever supported our podcast,
For
who
sure.
bought merch, candles, DM'd us,
Mm.
liked or commented,
Yeah.
subscribed, shared. We love you.
Yeah.
This is for you. Love and gratitude.
You could have been anywhere else on the internet. You could have been looking up what the traffic was on the way to your destination while you realized you were already late. But you didn't. You're already in traffic listening to us right now, and we appreciate you.
We do.
And we love you.
God bless the commuters. People that have to go back into the office, God bless you.
Mhm.
Because I would have quit my job.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't give a fuck.
They doing that shit. But they essential.
I don't ever want to be that essential.
I don't need to be that important.
So, Jamie,
What's up, bro?
what you been up to besides that massage? It's time for the
So I've had a couple contractors come by, look at the place for not the place, but look at like different like little projects looking to get done. I had to address the window situation.
Oh, so what are they gonna do?
I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I had that traumatic
Fiasco.
experience with Lowe's,
Fuck
so I
Lowe's.
was like, all right, let me go outside of Lowe's and see somebody else.
Right.
So I had a couple people look at that, and then just like insulation and concrete and like random things. And
Let me tell you something. Y'all are so impressive. I be hearing contractors, my home, my this. I'm a renter.
It's a lot.
And let me tell you, and I'm so impressed because y'all just keep doing it.
yeah,
Get out
It's
well,
it's
once
a
you
lot.
do it, you're already doing it, so you
Yeah.
might as well do it.
I'm impressed. I just
So-
think it takes an incredible amount of fortitude.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all doing it. I'm proud of y'all.
Yeah. So that was one thing. I went bike riding. Got a new bike. Did I tell you
Come on,
about that?
bike.
Yeah, I got a new bike.
You're supposed to be starting some bike tours, I heard.
I am starting new bike tours. Tours and rentals.
Yes.
Demi Bike Tour and Rentals.
Okay.
So it's coming out.
And he's amazing. He did a Black History bike tour.
Black History Bike Tour.
Fire.
Birthday
It was amazing.
events and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Hit 'em up.
Events, reservations, all the things.
Mhm.
But I was riding with one of my friends, and his car broke down, and he was the ride to the fucking thing, to the trail.
Right.
So coming back, we realized his car was broken, so he had to figure that whole thing
Tragic.
out. And
Uber.
Oh, also,
Come on.
so outside of that, I had a men's cookout.
Oh yes.
So that was pretty good. Got to see some of the vaccine homies.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Only
Come on, vaccinate the crew.
all day. VA. Yeah, man. What you been up to? What you got going on?
I got a promotion.
Hey.
Thank you so much. I just signed my offer letter yesterday.
Okay.
Congrats.
I'll be getting a higher salary and a commission. God is good.
Come on now. Come on now.
He just knows what a nigga needs when he needs it.
Hey, man.
So yeah, just shout out to that.
Let me
I
hold
saw,
some.
huh?
Let me hold some.
Okay, I got you. He got more money than me. Too.
I
just so y'all know,
don't.
he do. Okay.
It's not a
I
competition.
wish we had a shoe cam.
Shoe
Shoe cam.
cam.
Look, y'all see his bling.
We need
Y'all see the
that.
bling, okay? He's adorned, darling.
Oh,
Adorned.
please, cut it out.
Yeah, so and then I was dog sitting my roommate recently. She went out to the DR for her birthday. This was maybe 2 weeks ago. This month is flying by. Really this year. Yeah, to those of you who like own pets, have children, and then ask other people to watch them, make sure that nigga trained. Make sure, he got some kind of stuff together, or at least warn us, like my dog don't know how to fucking act, don't take him to the dog park, don't take him off the leash. Don't do certain things with my fucking dog because he's going to embarrass you. He's going to embarrass you. And I don't like being embarrassed.
Don't do dog stuff with the dog?
Yeah, just don't do that. Not all dogs are meant to be out there like that. So, shout out to that dog. He's adorable. I'm not watching him again. Yeah, that's my recap.
Okay.
420 was lit. Shout out to 420.
420 did happen.
It was great.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Shout out to Method Man specifically.
Oh, you watched that Versus?
Oh, I watched it.
Thoughts?
It was amazing.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, with that being said,
yes.
It's not just you and me here.
It's not.
It's more than just the two of us. David Campbell, as we heard earlier.
Yes.
Like the soup.
Like the soup.
Oh, that makes sense.
But none of the money.
Look.
Not yet.
You never know. You might be a long line descendant. They might be, hey.
You ever thought about that when you was a kid? You're like, oh shit, I wonder if I'm
I
related to my
think
soup.
about it all the time.
Yeah?
Yes, I was like, I just wish.
Please.
Somebody come find me.
Please.
And just give me a little bit of the money.
Yeah.
So, David,
So
tell the people what you do.
I am a realtor.
Yes.
Here in the Atlanta area.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I've been doing it now for almost 4 years.
Oh, you've been doing it.
I've been doing it.
Okay.
Yep. And I love
some
it.
people just take the test and be like, yeah, I got my
No,
that's license
it's,
for shits and gigs. You know what I'm saying?
it's a lot of money to do that. So I mean, I figure if I'm gonna do all that, I'm gonna actually put it to use. So
Period. And he's
That's
phenomenal,
good.
guys. Real estate extraordinaire.
thank you.
Like
Thank you.
I've heard from lots of your satisfied clients.
Thank you.
They'd be very grateful.
Yeah.
Because some of these real estate agents are real trash.
For sure.
Like I've heard horror stories and like people speak very highly of you.
Oh, well, thank
So
you.
y'all hit them up.
Yes, please. But I love it.
Okay.
It's been great for me, actually.
That's what's up. I got a couple questions. We're gonna ask some on air, but
Okay.
off air questions
Some
also.
off-air
We
shit.
gonna
I got you.
Cool,
Okay.
cool.
So what's first on the docket?
First on the docket.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Yes.
So today we're going back in the past.
Okay,
a
I'm
little
ready.
bit.
I'm ready.
Talking about the George Floyd situation.
I really want to just dive into this really quickly. So, for those of you who don't know, and I don't know how you don't know this, Derek Chauvin was found guilty.
Correct.
Amen. I was really concerned. Like, a part of me was like, he definitely guilty, right?
Mhm.
He gonna, like, go to fucking jail.
Derek Chauvin, yeah.
Yeah, but a part of me was really, like, concerned at what was going to happen if they say he was not guilty. Because we've seen that happen so many times, right?
Mhm.
I'm just grateful. I know Minnesota specifically is very thankful because they was going to tear that city the fuck up.
Yeah.
Listen.
They really were.
Yeah. They was on a high alert, I imagine.
Yes.
Actually, the day of, I was riding around. The day of the jury verdict.
Mm-hmm.
I remember driving down 20, and there were like 4 of those like U.S. Hummer type vehicles, and I was like, wow, they really are prepared and like just ready to like use their
I'm like,
subsidized weapons.
I saw that too here in Atlanta, and I was like, if Atlanta's on high alert, I know that it's crazy there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know it. So
That just shows you how little faith even the people in government have in government. No, for real though. They're like,
that's
this
true.
shit could go left.
They can go either way.
They didn't even like believe that like, oh no, he's definitely gonna be guilty, which
Yeah.
is problematic.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to that nigga being in fucking jail.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. I was looking at it today, and I saw that him and the other 3 officers involved, they got some federal charges now on top of them.
Period.
On top of the charge they already received, and it's I think it's because they kind of went against his constitutional rights for a reasonable kind of seizure of himself, which also goes into like the police being able to hold them for a specific amount of time and not have their knee on someone's on your neck for like 8 minutes.
That part.
So yeah, the federal charges are also on top of his already guilty verdict.
Yeah.
Which who knows how many years is going to give him.
Yeah, get these niggas.
So that'd be interesting.
Get them. And I know people have heard like the nigga trying to appeal. He had one appeal.
Ooh.
It got
I
denied.
did hear about the appeal situation.
He's trying to appeal again. because allegedly one of the jurors was at a George Floyd rally during the case, which you cannot do.
You obviously can't do that.
You cannot do that. But fuck that nigga. So I hope the judge is like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Appeal denied. That's what I'm hoping. So we'll see.
It's gonna be tough, man. I don't know, man. It'll be, and I think they put down the state charges the federal charges, because even, you know, if they say, okay, you know, he went to a George Floyd, you know, they give him the appeal, or if they deny the appeal or whatever, then, you know, if he gets like 5-10 years, not enough.
It's not
People
enough.
can say like, okay, well, he's got a federal case, so please don't tear down all the cities across the world again.
Right. We gonna make sure the nigga do some time.
We got you. Just give us a little.
Please.
Just give me a minute.
Because I'm ready. I was like, I'm ready to go to Minneapolis and tear some shit up. I need some stuff on Target right now.
They wild. In more local political news.
What's going on?
Nothing, apparently. Keisha Lance-Bottoms, Mayor Keisha Lance-Bottoms decided that she's not running for re-election.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we could have, you know, we could have saw that coming. It's probably,
I put a post up about it last night, and I was basically saying, you know, she did her best, but look, the city on its way to looking like Manhattan in the 80s.
Yes.
I've been saying this for
getting a little crazy.
No, it is.
It's on its way. So I'm like, you know, I think we need somebody to kind of really step in. But she's had it hard too, like,
especially this last year. It was tough.
Kemp has not made it easy for her.
Yeah.
And I feel like she kind of gave up a little bit. And,
you think so?
I think a little bit.
Okay.
I think she kind of got overwhelmed, and she just kind of was like up against the wall, and she kind of gave up just a bit. But you know, it's hard.
It is.
It's hard.
I really do hope whoever our next mayor, they'll be able to do more, since Stacey will be the governor.
Yeah.
Listen.
Period.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting, man. I remember, I can't remember the woman's name, but I did see a black woman running for the mayor position.
Yeah.
I can't remember what she did.
I want to say her name is Sabrina something, but I know that's the lady that's tied to the T.I. scandal. Damn, I don't know her name. Simone, something like that. Whoever, shout out to you, girl, because if I lived in Atlanta, that's who I'd be voting for.
Yeah,
because like if a white person's running, I'm not voting for you.
But did Stacey confirm that she's gonna run?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, she did that like a while ago. But it's like some Republicans were actually mad at her that she announced so early. And like made her, you know, website available for, you know, donations and stuff early because, you know, one, they hadn't been preparing for that, you know, and they know they're gonna lose, so they're just trying to pick a fight for any other reason.
Which is why they passed that strict ass voting bill.
Exactly.
Yep. As soon as she announced, they were like, no.
Oh, word.
But didn't Keisha do something to step that down? She did something where she like. I don't know exactly, but I read an article where she did something to help step that down, so it's not as harsh.
I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of mayors have come out and said they're not going to enforce the arrest law, where like if you give people standing in line food and water, you're getting arrested. A lot of mayors have been like, we're not doing that. That's ridiculous.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we'll see. Thank you, Keisha, for all you did or didn't do.
How long have you liked Keisha Lance-Bottoms?
What's the next segment?
It's a mystery.
Oh,
one might say a mystery question.
Okay.
Guys, one of your favorite segments is back. Shout out to everyone that submits questions. This is a really good one. Thank you.
It better be. Because if it ain't, you already know we got problems on site. What's the person's name?
Anonymous.
Exactly.
You are safe here. We will not spill the identity of those who submit. Okay, so this is the mystery question.
Is this to all three of us?
It's to. I guess I will answer.
Wonderful.
I will answer. They wanted specifically to hear your opinion. But okay, so threesomes. If you and your partner engage in threesomes, and this specific question, they were like, if you are, you know, a man that has a female partner, but you know, we're gonna answer too. So if you and your partner engage in threesomes, and she had been giving you threesomes with, you know, another woman, and y'all are enjoying that or whatever, and then she asked, can she have one with you and another man? Is that something you would be able to provide?
This definitely is. This is for you. Sorry, this one is for you.
I understand. Provide. Is this the Audacity podcast?
This is the Audacity. Let's see how audacious she's gonna
I don't see that there. I don't see it. I don't think so. I think I'm out. I don't think so. Just because we already know of the shortage of men to women situation. I want to say shortage. Maybe there's a surplus of just excellent women.
There definitely are more women than men.
Yes. And we talk about the eligibility kind of thing and the dating pool, blah blah blah. And just in my current geographic, location, whether it be in America, in Atlanta, in Georgia, all the things reign true. So I'm saying, to answer your question, said anonymous person, I think for those reasons, I think no is my.
Yeah, Jamie says it does. But does that mean you wouldn't do threesomes at all, or you're down to do a threesome with her and another girl?
Yes, that part.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think.
I feel like you didn't answer the question.
He said no.
I said no.
But you what was all the geographic and?
I was saying,
what does that have to do with the end?
Yes,
sure.
What did that have to do with the end?
Yeah, sure. So let's just go ahead and. I'm saying because I think there's more women that also would like sexual gratification that as opposed to taking another man from the pool of women that who could, service some of the other women. In my situation, I feel like, I got this situation.
Right. You just trying to help women out.
Yeah, I'm trying to help women out,
right,
as opposed to helping another nigga out, which is not my day to day to like make sure that another dude is, satisfied or whatever. But, I think black women are dope, and therefore
you will help them out if need be.
If
you know what?
If it's on,
you are a generous man. You're generous.
That's what I be trying to let everybody know.
Okay, so for me,
so the reverse, you're dating a guy,
yes,
and they're like, hey, threesomes. However, let's throw a woman in this mix.
Oh, that is a good mix. This is why I don't date bisexual niggas. One, I don't know how to compete with a woman, and I don't want to. Like, competing with niggas is easy.
Why is it a competition?
It's definitely a competition in my mind.
Ask and answer.
It may not be for him.
Ask and answer.
But I just feel like if you are a real bisexual person, like at some point you're going to want a little bit of both. And if you're not, which is why I feel like bisexuality is like a limited lifespan kind of sexuality. Because eventually you're going to end up in a situation where you are either in a heterosexual or homosexual situation. There will be no flip-flopping. But if you're someone that needs both, would I let me and my nigga smash a woman? I probably would watch. Because I'm not really attracted to
So does that mean
I would engage.
That mean you start and then stop, and then you're like, okay, y'all doing anything? Oh, now we're back.
No, it would be more like a voyeurism situation. If that's something he really wanted, I'd be like, cool. You want a little pussy? Cool. I'm going to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I might enjoy what I'm seeing. And cool. We all got something out of it. I think where I'm at now, I've tried threesomes before. They never go well, in my personal opinion. I'm not going to say I'm not open to it, but where I'm at currently, maybe not. But maybe in the future, I don't know. I'm also single, so this is very hypothetical. David,
what was the question?
So if you were the nigga, and he's like, I want to bring a woman into our relationship, like for a threesome, are you into that? No. Are you into threesomes at all?
You're gay? Is it question?
Huh?
I didn't know you're gay. Question? Oh, okay.
Wait.
First question. I just want, because I'm saying the listeners might not know.
Oh,
so
yes.
For clarification.
Yes.
That's all I mean.
I'm homosexual identifying.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I apologize.
We are the Homo sapiens. That's who we are.
But yeah, no, threesomes, they're not for me in relationships.
Oh, okay.
They're not.
But if you're single? But if you're single.
I heard of a stipulation on that.
Right.
Well, I mean, listen. Everybody tries things every once in a while, okay? Everyone tries things every once in a while, but definitely not in relationships. Like, no.
Yeah.
Female or male, it's not. I can't see myself.
So it's just the other person in the room, no matter whatever the
exactly
connection is?
Yeah, I just don't see it. I don't want to see anyone else doing my person.
That part.
Understood.
So look here, you freak nasty that submitted that question. You got your answer.
They didn't say in relationships though. I didn't know it was.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's your. It's your person. Yeah, I said like you and your partner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on.
Oh, sorry, I have the list.
Yeah, I was about to say you.
Oh, what's next? Y'all don't know? Oh, okay. So with that being said,
Yes.
sometimes, if, you're in a situation, you're dating a person for a while. Sometimes people get engaged.
Yes, that's true.
Sometimes, engaged people get pregnant,
Okay.
because, maybe because of the threesome situation, maybe, who knows? But anyway,
Oh my God, that'd be so
that's another point. So hold on.
Oh my God,
So
that'd be
can we
awful.
go back to that real quick? So if there's a threesome situation,
Yes.
if there's an extra woman, okay.
Yeah, that's bad for you.
Yeah, it's bad for me.
For
'cause
you.
18 years.
At least if it's another nigga, you'd be like, that might be that nigga, baby.
Yeah, I
That
was going to bring up the, now if she gets pregnant, now it's a situation,
Yeah, it
you know
is.
what I'm saying?
and it's your girl, so what you gonna do? You gonna raise the other nigga, baby? I can't.
Hey, that's a...
Creative proposals.
So like creative proposals... And creative proposals is the this next segment that we've already passed and move on to. So creative proposals also, what makes me think about, when I think about creative proposals, I hear that, but we were talking about kids, gender reveals.
Yes.
People are getting real creative with their extracurricular relationship-y event announcement kind of things.
Yeah, outlandish. That's what they're
Outlandish.
They're not getting creative. They're outlandish.
Yeah. What's one of the more like outlandish announcements that you guys have like seen on social media or something like that?
Them people that started that forest fire in California.
What happened?
You remember when California was burning to the ground and it was everything was on fire? That was from a gender reveal.
Yep.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they had set off like some fireworks or some shit.
Fireworks?
And they burnt half of California to the ground.
Are fireworks even legal in California? I feel like they shouldn't be.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Actually,
I know it's not legal burning down the state. Okay? Because you wanted to fucking tell people what
it was
you were
like
fucking
hella
having.
fires.
That's my thing.
Is that still going on? What's happening?
That's my thing. Because I don't
Is
see a lot of...
California on fire? I don't know.
Is it still on fire?
I don't know. Go ahead. What are we supposed
I feel like it's on fire like constantly.
We can't
like,
solve all the problems in one episode, guys.
This is what I feel about. One, I've never seen gay people do a gender reveal personally, so I don't feel like this is our bag. It might be happening.
Is that true?
I've never seen it.
I mean, there's less gay people having kids, so the
That's
odds,
true.
odds of you seeing
Oh yeah, I
it.
guess
Like, you didn't already spend all this money
But I mean,
on
like,
surrogate. I'm
well,
not doing a gender reveal.
Yeah, well, when lesbians have the guy come in and do the thing.
But this is what I'm saying. I've never seen a lesbian couple on
Do
social
a
media
gender
do a gender reveal. I've never seen it
Yeah.
ever. So I feel like this is a straight people problem. Straight people, listen to my voice if you can hear me.
But you got the creative proposals.
You know, no, I'm gonna talk about gay
Okay,
people.
okay,
But
go
this
ahead.
gender reveal, this for straight people.
Okay.
Cut it out. Okay, it's narcissistic. Nobody cares. Just tell us what the baby is. If you're gonna do it, just pop a balloon or some shit. Just keep it real normal, because y'all getting out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Out of control.
So my thing with the gender reveals, my issue isn't that you wanted to celebrate, you guys announcing a child or coming into the thing. But my concern is that when we're recording all these different events, right? And if we have a gender reveal and the baby's sex is not what you wished it would be, you can't really show no disdain. I feel like, or like, oh, I wish it was
a boy, a girl.
But I've seen it go both ways.
No, it happens. I've seen it on film where you can tell one parent's like,
not even parent, but even like family members. Because if there's like a lot of girls in the family, and then they switch it up, and now it's another girl like, we wanted somebody to da da da.
right.
Or
what was you gonna say?
I'm sorry.
No, I thought you were saying something else.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were saying, what if y'all did the gender reveal and then when they actually have the baby, it's a different sex?
Oh,
your doctor done.
I'm about to say, does that still happen
Your
anymore?
doctor is done.
Yeah, because it's 2021.
Like, how did your doctor confuse that? My thing is like,
That happened to my sister though, but that was in the 90s.
Oh.
Yeah, they told my mom that my sister was a boy all the way up until she gave birth.
What?
And then they had to put my mom to sleep or something after the birth. So when she woke up, they were like, "You have a beautiful baby girl," and she went ballistic. Because she said that they were trying to switch out her baby because they told her that she was having a boy all the way to the very end.
Back in the day.
Yeah,
it was a big,
because it was in the
Atlanta.
news. Remember?
Yes. Yeah, people were like stealing babies from hospitals, giving people the wrong baby. Hospitals do better.
I mean, the healthcare system really,
it's garbage.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that we got paid.
It's
what are we talking about?
No, what am I paying for? Because it's garbage.
Let's start at the beginning. Also, creative proposals. You were going to say something.
Yo, so someone sent me this video. Shout out to people that be sending us content. So if the video is, I thought it was another, like, it was about to be another hashtag video. It was scary. It's a group of bikers at a gas station. It's like a mixed group of people. And there's this black man there and the police pull up. and they jump out the car, 2 white police officers, and they're holding guns. They're like, get on the ground, we heard someone up here has a gun. And his girlfriend is a black man. His black girlfriend comes out and she's like, don't shoot him. I'll get the gun. Everyone calm down. And she's standing in front of the police and he's on the ground. And they're like, well, he needs to give up the weapon. She's like, okay. And she is like, where's the gun? And he's searching for it. And she's like, y'all calm down. Do not shoot him. And then she turns back around and he pulls out a ring and goes, will you marry me?
Is this a creative proposal?
Yes.
I actually was lost for 30 seconds. I thought we was doing proposals.
Yeah.
What segment are we in?
I was lost too. Okay. You know who else was lost? The bride-to-be. She was like, what? And so then the cop goes, ha ha ha. They put their guns away. And we know y'all like to accidentally shoot niggas. They put their guns away,
Right.
which I'm already like, why not put those out? And they're like, oh, congratulations. And all his friends are like, yeah. And she's all like, oh, I can't believe it. That would have been the most creative breakup ever.
Yeah,
And
I'm
she put the ring on. I'm like, bitch, are you crazy?
That's another segment, but we ain't got time for that. Go ahead.
So that just kind of got me thinking, like, one, how y'all feel about that? Two, have you thought about how you would propose, like, or want to be proposed to, in my case?
Yeah. Or in my case.
I have ideas.
No,
because women are proposing.
We out here.
Women are proposing nowadays.
You gotta. Hey, if the shot ain't shot, what you shooting?
Period.
Nothing. Ain't no points on the board. You don't shoot, I don't shoot. What are we talking about? But anyway, what do I think about that? I think it's real problematic when you like throw in trauma with another celebratory type moment, and there's like no reason for that. Like, don't try to it's the surprise is not that big of a deal.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's ridiculous.
That was insane.
So that's one thing. Have I ever thought about proposing or how I would do it? We were talking a little bit off camera about this. I think different persons like require different kind of care and thought and consideration. So with that, like taking into account like who I'm dating and I thought about like, oh man, this would be dope if I had the action. So in that regard, yeah, but nothing like too traumatic or something that's going to be like another story on top of the story.
Right, scar your fiance for life.
Exactly.
David, what about you?
No, not really.
You never thought about proposing?
I mean, I will propose to somebody hopefully one day, but I've never I don't know. I'm more in the moment type of guy, so whatever feels right, and based on my partner and like what they like, what have you. Because then and I guess this is a question I was going to pose too. Like a lot of people, they do everything for the gram. So, it's like these big proposals that happen now, it's these big gender reveals, but it's all for social media.
Right.
It's like, what if you have a partner who just wants it to be YouTube?
Something
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Like, I don't put a lot of thought to it. Yes, I want to be married. Yes, I want to propose one day, but I haven't given any thought to how I would want to do it.
For those of you listening, prospects, this is what I want.
Okay.
I want something real intimate. To your point, like I want the actual engagement to just be me and my partner. And then I want you to surprise me with all my families and friends somewhere. Like after you did it, after I say yes, just in case I say no, that way no one's embarrassed.
Yeah.
Don't
Send
do it
out a
publicly.
text.
Well, I mean,
Don't do it publicly.
Well, if the surprise engagement party is afterwards, it's like
Yeah, but if I say no, you ain't gotta take me up there. You can text some niggas and say he said no, y'all can go.
You probably want to say, send a
Yeah,
text.
right.
Like,
You said no.
I'll holler at y'all.
But yeah,
boys.
I've always done that with school. Like I like the intimate idea, but I still want to be able to celebrate that moment with my family and friends. So I want an incorporation of both. However it's done, I don't care, but I want a intimate engagement, and I want like my people to be there. Yeah, because they've been there with me through all of it.
It might have helped us both through it.
Hello, so we got to celebrate with the people.
Yeah, that's
what I want. And to David's point, if I was proposing to somebody, I think like y'all said, it would cater to who they are as a person.
Yeah. But I mean, also, I think whenever I do see proposals and, sometimes I even see I think like a couple years ago, they were like a little bit heavier than they are now. Because some of those proposals that was like real extravagant didn't pan out like as well as, people hope. So, people have kind of like, all right, let me like do a little bit, but not too much. Like, whether it be, I haven't even heard that yet. Like that people are just bypassing the inspection.
So like, because there's no inventory right now in Atlanta.
Okay.
No inventory. And so like,
interesting.
Buyers are competing. And the reason why there's no inventory is for a couple of different reasons. One is because interest rates are historically low. So everybody's trying to buy right now because they want to lock in that low rate. And then second, with COVID, everything is slower. So permits have been being issued slower because people can't actually go to the local government offices. It has to be done all online, and so we're seeing slower permit turnaround times. And then also, I don't know if you guys have heard, lumber is ridiculous right now.
I heard about that. Actually.
Lumber is like 4 times as high as it was.
I heard wood is expensive.
Yes, wood is. I don't know if you've seen like a little meme, and it was like a guy in a pickup truck, and he had like 3 pieces of lumber on the back, and they were like, "Yeah, this is like a gold." It's crazy. So yeah, I mean, all those things combined, it's no inventory. Even as far as new homes are concerned, like new construction, they have wait lists.
What?
That are it's bad. So it is definitely a seller's market. Sellers are pretty much being able to say, call the shots.
Right.
And so buyers, if you're trying to get out there, the only thing I can tell you is to try to have as much cash as you can. I'm just telling you right now. I don't know if you know, there's like 2 different types of financing you can do. So you have like a conventional loan, and then you may have like a FHA or VA loan.
Right.
I don't know. Like, literally, I'm in like a couple different groups with fellow agents, and it's an ongoing thing. Hey, when's the last time you got an FHA government-backed loan? Because sellers are not really wanting those because there's a lot of different stipulations.
Really?
Yeah. So right now it's cash or conventional that's walking.
What?
So like FHA, I don't know when's the last time. I mean, I've heard of anybody getting an FHA loan
For real?
for their client. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because with FHA, there's like stipulations as it regards the appraisal, and
oh yeah, because if the appraisal comes in, I'm sorry, one question. If the appraisal comes in below what the mortgage price is, then the government's like, we're not going to let you get into a bad situation where your house is worth less than where you're paying less than.
Well, that's conditional as well. So a bank is not going to give you a loan for more than the house appraises for.
Right.
But with FHA, it stays in the FHA system for 6 months. So if somebody else tries to come with FHA financing, then automatically they're going to see that lower appraisal. So it kind of jams up the seller. And plus right now, another thing we're seeing is something called appraisal guarantees. So along with not doing like an inspection period, people are saying, okay, so this house is $300,000. There's multiple offers, of course. Like,
right.
I mean, I know people who've been getting 80 showings in a weekend.
That's crazy.
Okay, so
in a weekend.
That's crazy.
Okay, so they'll of course getting multiple offers for these properties. So say for instance the house is listed at 300, and then you go in and offer 310. Somebody else goes in at 310. Well, if the agent knows a lot of time, like, okay, well the house is probably not worth this 310. So a lot of buyers agents use that as a strategy to get their offer accepted, but then they know once we get to the appraisal, the house is not going to appraise at the value because you're escalating the price on purpose to look like the highest bidder, but 9 times out of 10, it's not going to appraise. And then from there, usually what happens is that usually what happens then is that the seller will be like, well, I'm already in the deal. I'll just drop it back down to the 300. And so, people will offer 350, knowing the house is not going to appraise at 350 just to be the highest, knowing that so they can get in. So what agents are asking for now is something called an appraisal guarantee. So with the appraisal guarantee, basically it'll say, okay, you want to offer 350, we'll give you the house, but if this house does not appraise at the 350 that you're offering, you have to come to the table bringing the difference in cash.
Yeah, so I remember that being the case. It was like, if you run into this situation, what you're saying now, that's the norm.
Yeah. Appraisal guarantees, I'd never had to do one before 2021.
Right.
But now
2021?
Yeah.
Today is 2021.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy right now. Never had to do one before. But appraisal guarantees, that's the thing.
How many have you done, you think, this year?
Putting in an offer with appraisal guarantee?
More than 10 or less than 10? Or more than 5 or less than 5?
More than 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I mean.
It's only May?
Yeah, no, like any offer that I've been putting in, pretty much we're doing an appraisal guarantee right now. Yep.
Wow.
It's crazy. So, and that's the reason why I say it's so imperative right now for people to have cash because, 9 times out of 10, you are going to have to bid over.
Right.
And then when you do bid over, they're going to come back and be like, okay, well, you're bidding over. Are you able to pay this difference in the event that this house does not appraise?
Right.
And so that's why you kind of need the cash. And then 2, the conventional financing, typically the down payments are a little bit more, but I do know some conventional financing where like you can put down 3%. FHA is usually 3.5%, so it's pretty much on par.
Right.
But a lot of sellers, like I said, they don't want the FHA. They also look at FHA as typically like first-time home buyers or people who are not as their readiness to buy is not as strong, you know. So then they're like, well, do I want to take a risk with FHA, or do I want to get a conventional where it shows they put
somebody with like
yeah,
30K savings,
right,
etc.
yeah. Who's the stronger buyer? Like this guy could put 20% down. Or do I go with this person putting 3% down who needs an FHA? Because FHA usually has lower requirements for credit score and stuff. So it's a lot.
Right.
It's difficult.
So with that,
Sellers.
with that, like, how do you manage? Because obviously some of your clients aren't as ready to buy as others. So how do you like manage like your customers or your clients' expectations whenever they're looking for homes, or even like what kind of frustrates you when you're like with them?
So I'm transparent with my clients right away, right? So I will say though, I am not a lender, okay? Your first step is always going to be to talk to the lender, and they're going to be the ones to tell you what you can do. They're going to tell you how much you can afford. I don't know that. They have to pull your credit, get your pay stubs, see how much debt you have, student loans, all that jazz. That's not for me to do, right? I'm the fun person. We find you the house. So when you come to me with your pre-approval letter, and I'm like, okay, well, this is how much you can afford. From there, we build realistic goals. Like I'm not going to tell you that you saying your budget's $150,000. Okay, well, we're going to do our damnedest to get you this house.
Right.
But it's probably not going to be in Buckhead, baby. It's
Right.
not going to be there.
It's
It ain't going to be there either. Probably. Look, Ackworth is high. That's north.
It is
Listen, for at 150 in Atlanta right now.
You can get an Albany for that though.
Yeah, pretty much. So, it's really about building the expectations. And, I actually, the other day, was funny because I was meeting with a new client, and it was he and his girlfriend. I knew the girlfriend. I didn't know him. It was my first time meeting him. They were buying a house together. And he kind of left the table like, I don't know if David's really for us, as far as like really trying to put them in a home, right?
Okay.
Until he called the lender. And the lender pretty much reinforced everything that I was telling him. And we're on the contract now. Like, they're happy.
Right.
But especially right now, unfortunately, it can seem like, dang, because when I'm telling these people,
like
buyers this, I'm telling them this because I just want them to be, to be prepared and to know that this market ain't no joke. And, I'm going to do my best, but I need you to really listen to what I'm telling you and really heed my advice, because this is not the market to play around in. It's just crazy. I had a friend, y'all may know him, but speaks to the Georgia Southern folks. But anyway, Jason Taylor, y'all know him?
I believe so.
Okay, well, he's a real estate agent too.
Okay.
But yeah, so like we talk all the time, cool guy. And so he was just kind of telling me about the client of his where the builder terminated the contract the day of her closing. The day of her closing.
What?
She was being, I'm not going to tell me, but she was being a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
And especially when it comes down to builders, when you go to new construction, it's their contracts they give you, right? It's their contracts that they provide to you. So like usually for us agents, if it's like a resale home or whatever, we fill in all the blanks for the contracts, all that. When it comes down to builders, they have their own contracts. They fill everything in. Literally, I sign, you sign, that's it.
That's it.
So it has it in there that if for some reason the builder feels like they need to terminate or you can't come to a meeting of the minds, they will terminate the deal.
Yeah.
And so they did that the day of.
Oh my God, devastated.
And
was it something she did, or
she was a difficult.
Day of she was still that way?
Yeah,
okay.
She was difficult, and
yeah,
she wrote up a letter and
letter?
CC'd the president, and it was nasty. He read it to me. It was nasty.
See, that's why you don't write letters.
But yeah, it was nasty. So they decided that they did not want to be bothered with her anymore, and they terminated. Relisted the house for more, because that's the thing.
Right.
It takes you 5 or 6 months to build a new construction. Like I said, lumber has gone up 4 times.
Right.
So the contract price that you went at a contract at, 9 times out of 10, if they put that house on the market today, they're selling it for more anyway.
Even if it's 5,
right?
10, 15,
So they're like, man, you don't want it?
Cool.
You know, and I had to tell one of my clients this the other day who we were supposed to close yesterday. He made this big stink and we weren't able to close. We got pushed back. They didn't terminate it, but we had to push it back. But I had to put them to the side like, listen.
Just so you know.
It is very real out here. And builders are doing stuff like this because they know that they can. Right. They know that they're going to get somebody else tomorrow who wants to buy this house. And it's not going and they're going to sell it for more and not have to deal with all, you know, because you're technically on the line even after you close with new construction for like another year. Because they have to come back and do a 3-month walkthrough and they fix any imperfections. And then usually right at 11 months after you close, they'll come back again. You know, so when your house settles, you'll see like nail pops and like, you know, cracks, just stuff like that from the house settling. They come back and they'll fix all that for the first year. And so they're like, oh, no, do I want to be tied to you for another year?
For real. Yeah.
They'd be like, you know, so it's all the way around, it's a seller's market.
Okay. I feel like you're dropping a lot of gems. Okay, so if you are a first-time home buyer, I feel like you've said a lot of stuff. What is some other advice like you would give them? Like, this is your first time buying a home. These are some things you need to know.
The first thing that I would say is buy for location. Buy for location. And, you know, it's crazy because I had a conversation about, like I said, I know like a lot of agents who are older, more seasoned. And so, you know, that's what I did when I bought my first house. I bought for the location.
Meaning what?
Meaning I was right on McAfee Road. You know, Future B, he rapped about McAfee. And I grew up in Gwinnett, you know, so that was a whole difference. Everybody was looking at me like, oh, you crazy.
So were you thinking about it from like where you hang out on a normal basis, you know, where you would like to be, or where it was like where your friends are, or what was your thought process?
It was partially that. Because, I mean, I did hang out downtown a lot. But it was also, like, I knew that the area that I was purchasing in was going to, you know, go through a change. And I knew that there was going to be value in being closer to the city.
Right.
You know, and it's not for everybody. I'll say that. It's not for everybody. But, you know, for my new first-time home buyers, that's what I really try to advise them on. Like, this is probably not going to be your forever home. You know, this is a starter home. It may not have everything you want. That's actually probably good because it'll motivate you to not get comfortable. And so let's try to get you in an area that we know that the values are going to appreciate the fastest.
Right.
And, you know, it's crazy because I will say this, you know, our community, the Black community, I understand a lot of times why we don't want to do that because for a lot of us who may have grown up in these areas that were traditionally what you would call the hood or the projects or whatever.
What it used to cost.
We know, well, not that.
Okay.
We knew what it used to cost, but it's always been the ideal that I'm trying to get up out of here.
Oh,
Right,
I want, you know, I want to get out. I want to be able to have a nice home and a nice, what they consider a nice area, a bigger home. I don't want to move back into the area that I grew up in, you know. I don't want to go. I don't want to stay in the hood, essentially. But they sometimes, a lot of times, miss really what is going on. The big picture of what's going on in that neighborhood because they're so conditioned that this is the hood, this is the hood, this is the hood. That they can't look past it.
Well, I mean, it's like a self-judgment thing first, right? So it's like, I came from here, so I want to get away from where I feel like I am. But then, like you said, not really realizing, like, you know, other people see you're in a valuable spot better than you can. You know what I'm saying? So when other people are like, oh, let's gentrify this neighborhood, but we ain't going to tell nobody because they're going to try to stay.
Right.
But when you start seeing them putting bike lanes as a biker, I'm like, oh,
when I see white people jogging in the neighborhood, I'm like, your property value got to go up.
Yep.
So you know, this house next door was it was a lot a year ago.
Yes.
It was an empty lot. I had an extra driveway. Oh, shit, I got 2 driveways. And all of a sudden, some landscaper was like, "Hey, man, this is somebody else." I'm like, "Oh, my bad." So it was. They built the house over there. They like put in a modular home over there, slid it back there, and then it was under contract. And then for whatever reason, it was no longer under contract. But they just sold it. I think I checked like a week ago, and it went up for like $20,000 more. They sold it for $20,000 more than it was originally under contract for.
Yep. And I mean, I get it, right? Because it's just like, especially a lot of the times, even if you see the vision, it's just a lot of memories. You're driving down these same streets in these same areas. You may have known this person who may have got shot on this, whatever it could have been. You know, so it's like, do you want these memories always? Because regardless of what other people do to the neighborhood, you can still have those memories. So I get it. So I feel like it does us a disservice sometimes, but that is my biggest piece of advice, is just to try to get into an area that you know is going to continue to appreciate faster than some areas, because buying that house over in Decatur was the best decision I ever made in my entire life. Like, it has literally laid every stepping stone for me being able to do what I want to do in life. And it was because I made that purchase, you know, over there. Right. So that's my biggest advice.
I got one other question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Soon. So with that being said, you're in the process of your second home, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So for like second time home buyers, what are your thoughts about that?
Keep doing the same thing.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, you know, for the second home, you know, for me, like, the second house now, I was actually over in the West End. And, you know, I'm at a different price point than I was when I was, you know, I literally bought my first house when I was 22. And so, you know, now, whatever. So, you know, now I'm able to do a little bit more, like, but the area that I'm in, West End, is still, like, there's so much development happening on the West Side. I'm still in an area where I know my value is going to continue to skyrocket.
I mean, with Microsoft, Facebook, and all these tech companies that have moved to like down the street. I went to Atlanta Station. Like, wait, Microsoft's
there.
Wait, hold on. Where am I at? Like, when did Atlanta become Silicon Valley?
They have on Donnelly Hollowell. They have new townhomes that are starting in the 550s with rooftop terraces, literally right on Hollowell.
Wow.
Like.
Big court.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I mean, I know about builders like Brock Build is the builder. It's called Brock Build. Excellent builder. Excellent builder. And when you start seeing stuff like that, I know like West End Mall was just purchased. I don't know if it's still pending or if it's purchasing, but I know it was the I think the CEO or the owners of Rockefeller Center in Manhattan who purchased that, and that's going to go through a whole, you know, so
change the whole area.
The West Side,
dude. I mean, I think we're already in like a Harlem Renaissance type of situation. You know what I'm saying? With all the different, you know, things that we've had to go through, and then now it's just so much room for growth, and especially with these tech companies coming in and kind of gonna, you know, throwing so much money in the city. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna get wild.
Yeah, Atlanta's getting a major facelift.
Yeah,
it's coming.
Yeah, because it's already been like a low cost of living for a long time, but there's no reason, like you mentioned earlier, about, you know, how, I know you're talking about, you know, crime and stuff, but how New York was in the 80s, but I'm saying even with the skyrocketing of prices and condos and things that weren't this expensive before, it's inevitable. I feel like
it's changing. I was talking to my mom. She's so funny. She was like, I think I'm ready to move into like an apartment in Midtown or like a senior, active senior facility. She said, so can you help me find something? I said, yeah, we can look at some stuff. And then she was like, yeah, I'm looking for an apartment in Midtown for like $900 a month. And so that's what I did. I started laughing, and she was like, okay, like $1,000. I said, where are you trying to move? The past? I was like, but you're not gonna find that. I said, those days are over. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. It's just different. And so yeah, it's crazy right now.
It's crazy. And then another thing we're seeing too, which is making it hard for the locals who live here, is that, you know, like
locals.
Well, the local, and I don't mean like, I just mean like people who actually already live in Atlanta, in Georgia. Is we're seeing a lot of folks coming from like California and New York, especially after COVID.
Seattle.
Because you know, like California is having like one of the biggest exoduses in history. Like people are fleeing California at an alarming rate, and it's because it's so expensive. And after COVID hit, because all these jobs have now gone, remote and virtual, they're like, I don't gotta stay here.
Live here and pay this fucking rent.
So they're selling their properties that are worth $1.5 million. Ooh. And you know, they are coming here with cash. And so they're like $300,000, $400,000.
I'll take two.
Easy.
Just pay for it. Like, run me it, you know. And so
let's get a condo, honey.
Right, like this. So that's what we're seeing too, which is making it way more difficult for first-time home buyers and the people who are here and on, a Georgia, pay scale currently.
I always just feel bad for the people whose property taxes are just increasing. Like, paid off your house, but you literally cannot afford to live there anymore.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's gentrification.
Now,
That is
gentrification. I'm going to say this. Georgia property taxes ain't that much. I mean, honestly, like, Cobb County has some of the, Cobb County has some of the highest taxes. And the most I've seen, like, some of Cobb County's taxes for, like, in the $400,000 range is like $4,000, $5,000 a year. I'm sorry. You should be able to get your 4,000 or 5,000. Yeah, it's like 1%. Like now in New York, they'd be like 13, 20,000 a year. Like, that's crazy.
But depending on who it is, like, some of these people are living on Social Security. They don't work anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of these areas, people have been here forever.
Right.
But the thing about it is, people talk about taxes, but they don't really work like that. Especially like, for instance, like seniors, they get senior exemptions from taxes. They don't have to pay like school taxes and stuff like that. Even as a regular homeowner, you file your homestead exemption. And that keeps your taxes at bay. So they may tick up a little bit, but it's not usually a huge jump. What we usually see is grandma and grandpa unfortunately passing away, and it's the new folks. It's the grandkids who don't want to be able to afford the taxes per year, and then they get lost. You know what I'm saying? So
but that's why
it is very.
I think it might have been Mayor Keisha Lansbottom actually about when she was saying they were talking about don't sell grandma's house, especially like on the west side, because trying to get everybody like heads up, like, hey, I just signed a deal, so y'all better be mindful of the money y'all giving away.
Even if you don't want to live it, board it up, sit on it. That's what a lot of these people do, and then they sell.
Some houses that I was looking at while I was looking for a house, they sold before I bought my house, and then they've already sold again. Because they've done like a little changeover, maybe a couple, added a fence or something. Right. Sold for more money.
And you saw her bike.
I was like, there's a white woman that just buys.
But I'm gonna say this too, like, one thing about us, about black people, choose that we get comfortable though. Like I was saying earlier, we get very comfortable. Right. There's a statistic that says like, Black people buy maybe like 2 homes in their lifetime compared to like a white family to buy like 6.
Right.
What? Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And it's because they get their money, and then they take that money and they flip it, and they either move up, or they continue to move. They move to where it's lucrative. Right. It's not like, oh well, I've been here 3 years and. No, they take their money, they see the opportunity, and they take it. We, get comfortable. We want to stay places for forever.
I took a trip to St. Thomas, and I was staying in this Airbnb, dope house, had a rooftop view and shit. And then we was talking to the owners because they were there at the time. And then they were like, we bought this house some years ago, and brought a couple years. Our kids been living here for a few years, and his white family, in the Caribbean. And then they were like, everybody sell it probably in April, and then moved to like Anguilla. And I was like, where is Anguilla? Where is that? I don't even know where you going, and you about to buy a house over there. To your point about multiple locations, and that's an interesting stat though. Yeah, never even heard about that.
Yep.
We want to thank David D. Campbell, real estate extraordinaire.
Like the soup.
Also possible Campbell soup heir. We don't know yet.
We don't know.
He could be.
I need to look it up.
Look, you really do need to, because they are returning stuff to black people in America. They are doing it.
I'll sponsor your 23andMe kit if I can get a little break off in case you is.
Well, you didn't sponsor me when you was looking for your house.
Hey man, I didn't know where you was at.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know where you was at.
Yeah, you did. I've been on. I post heavy on the gram. Everybody know.
My algorithm be messed up, bro.
Speaking of where people can find you, where can the people find you?
Now, my Instagram is David Sells Homes ATL.
Oh, you sell homes?
I do.
Okay.
I do. David Sells Homes ATL. That's my IG. That's where you can find me.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't just post homes either. I post myself.
You do.
And I love to travel, so I post that a lot too.
you have some good content.
I try to like mix it up, because don't nobody want to see homes all the time, Yeah. I feel like it's supposed to still be business, but it'll also still be fun and interactive and So
how's that Schnauzer doing?
Saint is doing.
That's what's up. Okay.
He's doing.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
But he don't see the algorithm though. But he know about Saint though.
How long have you had Saint?
What Saint is 4.
Yeah.
All
Right. Yeah.
right. But I just asked you about him like 6 months, like 3 months ago or something like that.
Yeah.
We want to thank David for being on the Audacity podcast.
I thank y'all for having me.
Yes, he has to go, but if you are out there and you need help buying your next home, flipping a property, selling your home, anything, this is who you want. Okay?
Yeah,
you dropped a lot of gems. Like I was like, what the fuck? And I'm not even looking for a home, but I might now.
And that wasn't even all the knowledge he has, obviously.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
getting your home built,
Yeah. So
renovated.
yeah, and I mean that's a process. But yes,
It's a process that he knows about.
Yeah, I've done. Well, I just did. I sold a flip a year ago, so I did my first flip a year ago. And my current house right now, I'm doing a gut renovation on. So that's been a process. But y'all can follow on Instagram. I posted a lot on Instagram
Or
and how
hire
that's
him.
going. Or hire me. Yes, that's
Most important.
That's cool too.
Hire him.
Yeah.
Support black business.
Yeah.
This part. Thank you so much for being
Appreciate
here.
you,
We really
I
appreciate
had a great
you.
time with y'all.
Thank you. We're going to be right back with more of the Audacity podcast.
For sure.
Stay tuned.
I just put a filter on Adobe.
And we're back. Y'all, David was amazing. Please hit him up.
David was amazing.
No, he was dropping some gems. I had no idea these sellers were out here wild.
That's crazy. Like having bought a house and knowing what the process is a little bit, and seeing like where it's kind of gone and where it's going, even like just the adjustments in
Right.
the housing prices, it's kind of wild. Like just seeing, where everything's happening so
Bro,
fast.
when he said that builder turned that lady on her closing day, y'all gotta watch her mouth.
I would have fought somebody that day, bro.
She probably did. And that's what I was damn.
Yeah.
So next up, one of our favorite segments.
Real mother news.
Y'all know I love real news. All right. What you been watching?
Oh, okay. I have been watching. I started this show, the
Okay.
movie. I didn't complete it
Mm-hmm.
without remorse.
Oh. That's featuring your favorite actor, no?
Michael B. Jordan. I work with Michael B. Jordan. He cool. You know what I'm saying? I think it was in this movie, maybe though, that I was like, oh wow, okay. Acting class isn't like priority. Weightlifting, all the things. The action, boom. Guns. Lori Harvey's.
Not talking.
Not talking.
Yeah, because when he was actually acting in it was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It's not ideal, man. I was struggling through
You
it.
didn't even finish it, and I did.
I fell asleep, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna support this black man.
Not with an action film. He
Come on,
tired.
P. I was like, I'm sleepy, bro. Let me go to bed. What you talking about?
It was not great.
I was watching it with remorse.
Should have changed the title. Yeah, I finished it. Okay. I finished it. Tom Clancy, cool. I think the concept was interesting. The acting was not, I wouldn't even say decent.
Him and his commander, the commander woman.
It was a little
It
awkward.
was an odd.
I wanted to feel like they had a bond, but it felt
I felt nothing.
Yeah, no. It was like watching the photograph, like Issa Rae and Lakeith. Like I was like,
Yeah.
do y'all like each other? Because I can't tell.
Yeah.
It felt like two awkward cousins trying to fuck.
It was weird. It was weird. I think accepting. This is gonna sound away, but
Do
whatever.
it.
It was weird accepting that she was his direct commander and that she. Oh, I don't want to spill the movie. Do people care about the spoiler?
Y'all ain't missed nothing. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think so. It was difficult for me to buy that she was Michael B. Jordan's lead commander and at the same time go against the grain and fight with him against said, the government,
Corruption.
the military, the corruption and stuff like that. Because
What I will say, beautiful cast. The people are stunning. Jodie, I forget her last name, but she's the one that plays the character. She's stunning. It's not everyone can pull off like a low haircut. Laura London, gorgeous. Michael B. Jordan, you be working out. It was great. But yeah, to your point, I
didn't feel it.
No, even the dude from Bad Boys was like one of the soldiers that was helping out.
Yeah.
Very attractive cast, but that was it.
Yeah. I don't know what it could. I don't know what it needed.
Better acting.
You think that was what was it? Was the plot worse, bad also?
No, I think the
story?
movie's story could have been very interesting because we've seen a lot of these like John Wick. This movie was essentially John Wick, except
That's what it was
replace the
trying to
puppy with his wife.
Yeah.
And it just, it flows. But You are no Keanu Reeves, sir.
No, sir. You are no Keanu Reeves.
You are no Keanu. You are hardball.
The one, more like the two. Am I right?
Ooh, G baby. Matrix 4 coming out this year, y'all. It's gonna
Hey, Matrix 4 and John Wick 4.
And John. Oh God, they keep making them. Jesus.
Whoa. Okay. Let's not.
I mean, they're not bad.
Can you tell?
They don't keep getting better though. It's not like I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see the fourth one.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just saying, it's coming out on the same day. So it's like Matrix 4.
I'm impressed by that. 2 checks.
Keanu Reeves Day.
Keanu Reeves Day. He got a video game out too.
Do you not listen to the Audacity podcast?
I do sometimes.
Fantastic. What else have you been watching, sir?
A Black Lady Sketch Show season 2 premiere, y'all. It's just I love Black Lady Sketch Shows. Very smart. The new intro is fire. They pay homage to a different world.
You love it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really funny. I think, especially I think only 2 episodes have come out. Oh no, a new episode comes out tonight at 11. Episode 2 was really interesting. It was very heady. They're purposely making a lot of points against white people this season, and I'm here for that.
Interesting.
Because y'all need to be held accountable.
So I haven't started watching season 2.
Mm-hmm.
When I was watching season 1, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I was like, I didn't finish it because I don't finish shows a lot of times. It's nothing personal. Black ladies and sketch shows. But because I saw these 2 creators at the film festival in Miami when I went, so I'm like, oh, they coming out with a show. Okay, oh, it's on HBO show. This is hilarious. But when I would talk to other people about it, women included, they hated it. They was like, this is not funny. It's corny. I'm like, what? I thought it was really smart, and it had yes, they burned the comedy a little bit too long, and probably could have just moved on when they kind of dragged it out sometimes. But I thought it was a good first season for what I was seeing, first couple episodes. But a lot of people was not feeling it.
This is what I'm gonna say, and no offense to any of the people that you fall into this group. There are people that cannot watch smart comedy and enjoy it, and then there are people that need comedy that's very more raw or just not as intellectual. And
which one do you think Black Lady Sketch
is? It's definitely intellectual comedy.
Okay.
You kind of have to be abreast on social issues or pop culture or other things that's going on, because there's always a deeper subject matter that they're poking fun at, and some people are just I don't get it, or what is that, or I don't. They need very raw surface level. One of my friends, he was like, man, I don't like a Black Lady Sketch Show, but you like Gothica, and so once again, I just
you like Gothica, man, Halle Berry.
And so once again, I just we're just not, we don't like the same kind of comedy, and that's cool.
Yeah.
And there's a lane for everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, also.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Did you see it?
Again, I started it with great intentions. I'm gonna watch this, and then they lost me. It's not even intentional. Yes, I think I started knowing I was going to watch the first half or something, but the part I saw, I didn't want to watch the back half.
Yeah, let me tell you something. It is a video game movie.
Which is cool.
Yeah, which is.
And I just need a mood for that.
Yes.
I wasn't in that mood.
I feel like the beginning, the first 7 minutes, and the last 2 minutes are the best part of the movie.
Okay, I'm going to watch that.
No, the fight scene with Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Oh, I need that.
Oh my God, it was amazing. The beginning opening with Hanzo, he was on his compound check. Amazing. Everything in between was just Kano. Kano was the best part of everything in between. He was hilarious.
He did carry that show.
Yeah,
the part I saw. Oh, Kano, cool.
I mean, he was roasting the fuck out of these people. It was hilarious. Okay, yeah. So
Jax.
Yeah. He didn't even have that many speaking parts. They kept letting Sony speak, and I didn't know why.
Sony?
Because she's a terrible actress.
Oh, yeah.
The actress that was playing her, why did y'all give her so many speaking parts?
White women.
You're right. The privilege.
I was watching something that's kind of in that vein. Gargoyles.
You talking about the cartoon?
No.
Oh.
The movie.
There's a movie called Gargoyles?
In 1972, there was a movie that came out with Gargoyles. Yeah.
I was hyped.
Yeah.
Now I can't be as hyped.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen it.
But you're intrigued.
But I am. Because is it like the animated series?
Not at all.
Okay.
In certain parts, the story is, somebody, they come to this area and they talk to this old man in this woods. It's like this white man and white woman. And they come to this man and they're like, hey, we heard you got some crazy stuff you want to show us. He's like, I don't want to show you. I don't know you. And they're like, all right, we're leaving then. And they're like, all right, cool. I'm going to show you then.
Right.
And then he shows them, and it's skeleton bones of a gargoyle. And they're like, this ain't no damn gargoyle. And then later on, the other gargoyles come to try to get that gargoyle's body out. And it's kind of wild for 1972. Think like Swamp Man, kind of like appendages and costumes and stuff like that. And it was interesting. It was kind of scary to be watching.
I like scary, so I'm back. I'm back
at like 12 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. It was cool.
Because for a second I was like, "Are you talking about Jeepers Creepers?" That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You showed the old man got the niggas like
slick. Yeah.
No, slick.
Yeah. The Gargoyles 1972. When I was watching it, I had to like remind my mind as like, no, this is not the cartoon. I'm like, okay, cool, happy ending. Oh no, this is not. Oh, these gargoyles are evil. Because it's like a demon situation. Yeah, these don't. Yeah. I don't think they turn to stone as I was watching. But yeah, there is a movie named Gargoyles.
We have a segment called Jamie Film Noir.
Old school.
What's next?
Next, Let It White Shit. You thought I was gonna forget. I know you thought I was gonna forget, but I'm here and we're there. So let's do it. White shit. What you letting burn today? What are white people doing?
Let me tell you what happened recently. So, look, you know what? You're mixing them, but you're there.
I'm trying.
But you're there.
Okay.
So recently, in the recap, I told y'all that I got a promotion. God be the glory. A promotion that my current manager didn't think I was going to get. One, and two, there was an opening on this other team.
Didn't think he was going to get?
No, she definitely was like, he not going to get this, and if you do, it's not going to be worth what he currently makes. So I have a salary. The position that was open on this team was below what I currently make. And she was adamant about like, you should do this. You should go. Like, I think you'd be good at this.
And make less.
Yeah.
In her mind.
Yeah. One, I'm tired of being on her team. She don't want me on the team. Both of us want this divorce. So she was like, feel free to talk to the hiring manager, which is a black woman, phenomenal. So I did. I was like, hey, I'm interested in this role, but could you do this? I know there are like higher tier versions of this role. This is my experience. This is what I do. I already do blah, blah, blah. Can I get the promoted version of this, making more than what I make now?
That's reasonable.
And she was like, let me see what I can do. She went to HR. It took a minute. It took maybe about 2 weeks. She kept checking in. She was like, no, you're the candidate. Don't get discouraged, blah, blah. And she secured the bag for your boy.
Hey, come on now. Where the money reside? Come on now.
New salary.
Come on now.
With commission. Making more than what I was making. To God be the glory. Let me tell you something, black people. I love you. Black women, thank you for all you do. Because that white woman did not want to see me win. And then when she found out I got a promotion, because they announced it today, she called me and she was like, well, I guess congrats are in order. I didn't realize you were, I heard like, and well, if you need to do anything like trainings or, I guess it's fine if you go ahead and do it. I said, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. She said, well, I'm sure you're excited. I said, I am. I fought for this.
Yeah, I saw I was lacking something, but I was like, you know what? I want to get out of here so bad that I will ask and do this other thing.
And not only did I move, I went up. It's possible, y'all. Y'all better negotiate. Y'all better ask for what you want.
Look at your own value.
Yes.
And that's it. And go towards that. That's what's up, man. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you very much.
It's cool.
So, white people with your fakeness.
Things that white people do.
I don't want your fake shit.
Not today. Not today. My man. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
That's what's up. And now, it is time. Let It Burn. What we do during Let It Burns, my bro-nesia sometimes.
For those of you who are new to the podcast, this is the time where we release something that's been bothering you, something that's been on you heavy, something you want to get off of you, something you want to release into the ashes. This is the Let It Burn segment. It's time to break out your candles, people. Break out your Audacity candles. If you don't have one, get one. Break out your candles. It's time to let it burn. All right.
Okay. All right. Now I'm ready.
Okay.
I want to make sure it was ready. I was good the first time. I was making sure everybody in the same room.
What are you letting burn this week?
What I'm letting burn this week is boundaries. I found recently I find myself in like just different conversations and like different situations that I'm like, oh, this could have been prevented, and yet I'm here. So let's see what we can do to not have that happen next time. So boundaries, and that way, because sometimes I also, say I can do things when it's probably not a good idea to try to stretch myself in different ways. So, saying no is also part of that. So I'm letting not setting boundaries burn. What about you?
Period. What I'm letting burn.
Period T.
Period. What I'm going to burn is pet names. I'm not a pet. Don't call me a pet name. I don't like them. If we're getting to know each other, if we are dating, if we're whatever we're doing, my name's Warren. I like it a lot. You can call me Warren anytime you want. I'm not even one of them kind of niggas. I don't really say boo, bae. Like, I'll say it like to my friends, like my homegirls, I'm like, what's up, boo, da, 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 da. But like in real practice, I don't be like, that's my, I can say that's my boo, but we don't call each other boo, bae. Like, I had a nigga I was talking to, he called me Sugar. And a text.
How do you spell it?
SUGA. And I saw it. Hey, he's cool. He's a nice guy. I saw it and I was like, ooh, no, gotta nip this in the bud immediately. I said, my name's Warren. Do not call me nothing else. And I said, I'm not trying to be rude. I said, but I hate pet names. So yeah, I'm letting pet names burn. Don't call me none of that shit. I don't like it. We can do nicknames. We can do legal names, but we not gonna do pet names. Honeyfoot, sugar lemons.
What about abbreviation like War?
Wow. Thank you for asking. No.
They need to know.
Thank you for asking.
No problem.
My nephew calls me that. That's so funny. He's 6. You're grown. Do not call me that. Okay?
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to burn. Pet names.
Okay. All right.
Ugh.
Have you ever did the pet names thing? Just aside?
No.
Okay.
It makes me uncomfortable. My name's Warren.
All right. Yeah. Moving on. What is next? Let's let one burn for the podcast.
Amen. Because this podcast is lit.
Lit.
Flame emoji.
This is all what that is.
Flames.
Thanks David Campbell for being on.
Thank you, David.
You can find us at the Audacity Jamie and Warren on IG.
Yes. The Audacity Podcast on Twitter. The Audacity Podcast on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. The Audacity Jamie and Warren at jamieandwarren.com. Am I right?
Yes, jamieandwarren.com.
Okay.
That's our website. We have new merch, guys. These are sweatpants. I don't know if you can see them. That's our shit. They're very comfortable. They're light. They have pockets. They have everything you need. Everything you need, okay? You can also email us at theaudacityjamieandwarren@gmail. Our YouTube is The Audacity !podcast. Check us out. That's where you can get all of our content that's filmed.
Yep.
And hit us up. We love hearing from you guys.
For y'all anti-vaxxers, we got masks.
Because you need them.
You know?
For those of you who got vaccinated that's going to be hanging out with anti-vaxxers because you know them, got masks.
That's true too.
Put the shit on.
And with all that being said, until the future.
Bye! Good job, man. We made it.
Barely, bro.